everyone, my name is Rob. This is Rob's Cave 3.0. You can see we've got a lot more infrastructure finished. We've got some shelves up. We've got our insulation in the ceiling. We have some more paint holders going in. The shop is a lot cooler now, a lot easier to work in. It's not so freakishly hot. I am, because there's a light directly over my head. Today we're going to be getting on to part 3 of the Revell Swine restoration. As you'll recall, in the first one we talked about the model, the history of Dave Deal and his history with Revell, my inability to build model kits when I was 7, but regardless, the part 2 went very well. We completely disassembled it. However, if you remember watching it, I did do a stupid thing, which apparently YouTubers do. So, and that was I forgot to hit record when I did the process. However, I promise you I will be doing the recording this time. Before I do that, I need to tell you that upon inventorying the parts again, I found that I am missing a couple pieces for this. There's supposed to be a small gun in the mouth, if I remember correctly, as well as a spike on top of the helmet and goggles. Those are not in bits and pieces, but hey, you know, after 57 years or however it is, I'm actually surprised there's as much of it is available in the box as there is. We're going to be using this stuff. This is Tester's ELO, not to be confused with the music group from the 80s. This is easy liftoff. Works very well. You put your model parts, painted or whatever, even metal pieces, into a small container. In my case, I'll be using a ultrasonic cleaner along with this to help kind of move the process along. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll do a real quick show you how it works, and then we'll get you some time lapse on it coming together. And yeah, so let's get started. Okay, we're all set up. This is an ultrasonic cleaner I got off of Amazon, very inexpensive, and I've already filled the container with this stuff. Let's get the parts, and we'll see what we can do here. Those are all the small parts. Got some paper towels set out here. I've got a little brush and a dental pick, which will help with get the paint out of the hard to reach places. I'm going to start with the telephone, which was painted red. That's going to go right in. And we will press the button. Hopefully you can see that the bubbles it's generating, it is beginning to work its way into the paint and soften it. You can see some smudge coming off of out from around the phone. Doesn't take long, probably a couple of minutes. Okay, there's the first part done. Little click means that it's off. Using the pick to tease away the paint. Not sure what render paint this is. This is some pretty tough stuff. It's coming off though. Just gonna let that set for a few minutes and then come back and see it. See what kind of progress we've made. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes or so. This has had a chance to set and work and do its magic. And take a look here. Whoa! That is not comfortable. There we go. Pick. This red is being particularly stubborn. But it is starting to come off. Okay, what I'm going to do is I checked a little more. Now, the test pieces I did worked really great. They took me about probably 10-15 minutes to get the parts off. I've already been working on this one smaller piece of red foam for this little red foam here for the better part of 20 minutes, and I've not gotten very far. Talking with some friends of mine, we're going to actually let these parts soak in the container overnight, and we will see what that does. It should actually work much better than what I'm doing here. So let's give it 24 hours, and I'll see you in. Well, it'll be about 24 hours for me. It'll be a few seconds for you. 24 hours later, and I've got to say I'm very impressed with the easy liftoff and the parts having been soaked overnight. I didn't have to do but maybe 30 seconds worth of cleaning on the parts. Everything came off. The paint came off, the chrome came off, even some of the glue that was on there got softened a little bit. I imagine if I were to keep it soaking a little longer, it probably would. I did have one part that actually, well, it had a small hole in it for a tab that goes in. That part actually has broken, but it's not a disaster because it can be glued back together. I'm going to go ahead and show you right now, and we're going to see the results. So this will be fun. Okay, I've got the parts laid out. As I said, everything came out really nice. It's nice and clean. And we're going to see if I can sit down here and take a look at what we have. I may be too far away, so let's see if we can get a little closer here. That looks a bit better, and I can actually see that. So, this was the first piece that I tested. This and the helmet. There's still some chrome on the helmet. That's just the really, really good chroming job. The rest of it did come off. And the face here, you may recall from the pictures that it had a lot of. Hang on, there you go. Had a lot of paint. There's still just a tiny, tiny bit, but that's not going to interfere with what we need to do. So a little bit of spot here. That's where the goggles were glued, and of course I'm missing the spiky bit on the top. You may remember from the pictures that this was black with silver, and it cleaned up really nice. Still a little bit right in here, but that's nothing that I can't deal with. Currently, I have the high blotation paint soaking. Going to do that, get that to come off. That's not going to be as hard to do. Remember the engine, the VW engine here. Yeah, that cleaned up really nice. Just a small amounts. The body came out. I mean, I'm going to say this with everything. Everything came out great. This is the piece that I mentioned that had broken, and you can see the hole there. And I think it's because that part was so thin that the material, the ELO, easy liftoff, softened it. But as I said, it can be fixed. Tail lights all cleaned up. The bane of my existence was this telephone, and as you can see here, except for that little tiny red dot, and I'm not going to worry about that because that's where glue's going to go. It got all of that paint off. It did take 24-hour soaking. Of course, the obligatory peace sign. So, all in all, got a little bit here. Let's see if we can tease some of the paint off of the tire. Because that's been soaking most of the day. Gotta get there we go. Hard to coming off nice. Yeah, this easy lift off is amazing stuff. Actually amazed. This is a vinyl type tire. It's sort of not really like the rubber that they used for tires back in the day. Because those, if you have ever painted the white letters on a tire, um, especially with enamel paint, you come to know that, well, it never dries and just remains sticky forever. In this case, I think it was just sheer luck that it actually came off with no problem. And we didn't lose any detail. So you want to make sure when you're done using this, you can either use rubber gloves, which I do use in the shop, or just wash your hands really, really good afterwards. You don't want to really ingest any of this stuff. Isn't that fun? Kind of neat. Yeah. Okay. Cleans up really nice. Give this a quick wipe down. There you can see the difference. I'll actually do this one and the other one off camera. You don't need to see me repeat this process twice on this particular film. But yeah, so all in all, very pleased. You remember the belt that was completely gloss black has come clean. A little bit down in here that will come out with a pick. So yeah, 2 Imperial thumbs up for ELO. Okay, that's my nod to Quinn from Blondie Hex. And that brings part 3 of the Revell Dave Deals Wheels Swine restoration to a close. And I will see you when we do part 4. That's a little bit down the road. We've got a few more projects going right now. Thanks, everyone. Let me fix this just a bit. I feel like I was short. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this trip through Rob's Cave 3.0. Again, my name is Rob. You can help support the channel by visiting our Patreon. And while you're there, if you would buy Nala a treat. I ask you this every week, and the response has been pretty positive. So I appreciate that. Nala appreciates it too. But that is it for this time. Again, thank you so much, and I will catch you on the next one.